attention?
Safe? Huh? Hello, San Marcos. This is the weekly Lady Bugout Report, San Marcos News Live, where we will discuss ways that you can prepare you and yourself and your family for urban and natural disasters. Lock it in live, San Marcos. San Marcos' own weekly news report, Lady Bugout series. Lock it in live, San Marcos. Sister Survival Disaster Preparation, Lady Bugout. When we go hiking, these are the contents of Daniel's EDC, his everyday carry bag. It's same kind of principle as Steven, but not as comprehensive, a get-home bag. So Daniel has this on his person at all times.
This is basically, of course, I was kicked out of the Eagle Scouts, but that's another story. Basically, Steven reignited a bonfire, basically, within me as far as survival, and specifically these bags. I mean, I've had it in my mindset. I stay up with current events. My very good friends are also that conscious, but not to the point of Steven's, ability to be prepared, and he's done an excellent job. So basically, I just went off of his inventory. I still have other things to put in here for my one-day bag, which I guess I like Steven's term for it, get-home bag, because we all want to get home sooner or later. So basically, I'm going to go with a larger bag, probably what Steven has, because I don't have any clothes, but that's why I call this a one-day bag. Hopefully go out sunrise and come back sunset. But here, of course, I have my sanitizer. I'm in an urban situation. I am hyper-conscious of, people's unsanitary habits. So I carry this all the time, where I have it when I work with money, exchanging money and stuff. God knows what's on that. But anyway, that's that. And here is my little flashlight. It'll be hooked on the side. And this is my fire starter kit that I sealed myself. I'm still working on the process. Also, I have a sewing kit in here, which I will open. And in this other inner bag, of course, little headlight in case the sun does go down.
Show what that is, Daniel?
Basically, you open it up, it's got a headband, you put it on, boom. This thing probably was one of the first ones I ever made. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Really handy.
I think that was a wedding gift from your sister-in-law, my sister-in-law many years ago.
And as soon as I get my concealed hand carry, of course I have my ears, and these could be used for more than just, muffling
Absolutely.
gunfire.
I keep ears and backups in mine.
Okay. In here, this is my general bag. Basically, I've got my little poncho.
Good.
Okay.
I need to stick some trash bags in my bag for the same thing.
Okay, and then I've got my instant cold pack.
Good, stains.
And then I've got just a pencil with duct tape wrapped around.
Made by yours truly, Lady Bugout.
Yes. I've got an extra pair of shoelaces, but of course it's pretty strong. They can use for a lot of things that have twist ties. And cheap little things. Most of the stuff here I found in the house. I did not buy.
Very good point.
I did buy this. Little electrical tape.
At the dollar store.
Yeah.
And
you can do it on the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
I should.
A little blade.
Yeah.
This is some waxed string. It's very, very strong. In fact, I could actually possibly, I have the sewing needles I have, they go from sewing a button on all the way to sewing a canvas sail. So I could technically actually close somebody's wound with this. And then, of course, pack of matches, little beeswax, little cough drop, just in case I get a little dry throat, another pack of matches. And this I've had around for a long time. It's used by, I believe, map makers, cartographers or whatever.
Yeah, cartographers.
And, it's got, you can sight in on it and stuff, but basically, this possibly should go in my fire kit, but the reason it's in here, because it goes from my fire kit to here, and by the way, I don't have my fire kit with me. I could, look real closely at a wound or whatever, pick out shards and stuff. Also, I can start fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time with the right sunlight.
Okay, and of course I have my Leatherman, which I normally would be wearing.
Those things are...
Okay, and this is my medicine kit. I call it my triage bag.
It matches your outside bag.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I've got some really good gauze, some Q-tips, and also here I have a snake bite kit. And here you really can't see it, but this little plastic here opens up four different pieces of information on both, from emergency signaling, fire starting, Morse code, first aid, sewing up people, shock, da da da, etc., etc. And then over here I have, of course, antiseptic wipes, different kind of bandages. I had like 6 different bandages, a pair of tweezers, my tape, and no, that's not a condom. That's a possible water reservoir.
Although, yeah, unlubricated, actually, it will expand to, I think it's like 2.5 gallons.
Exactly.
Something insane
Exactly.
like that.
So you can actually.
Common item in most USKs are condoms.
And, here's a couple more that go in here.
I see easy, quick access with those.
Oh,
you know.
absolutely. You never know you run into a wild animal on the trail. So you want to be safe. No cross-contamination. And that's it. And like I said, I plan to get a bigger bag because I need my clothes. I'm really into socks, lots of socks. And also my water purifier that I'll need, which I'm freaking out because I don't have one now. And that's next on my list. But that's basically it. And once again, I want to thank Stephen Sheftal, because without him, give me a little, survival kick in the butt. I probably wouldn't be sitting here. I'd probably sit in front of a computer somewhere and the lights go out, the food supply ends, the fuel stops. What you gonna do? Well, if you're like Steven or myself or like Ladybug, bug out.
Thank you, Stephen. Do you have another bag that you'd like to share with us on another segment? I've got one.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we can come out here this week. I'll show my my bug out bag, and then you've got I know you have a much more advanced
I've got
system.
a ridiculously comprehensive one.
Yes,
that makes
yes.
for some fun viewing.
Rock on. And he'll show us some selective items, not his whole entire system, but he does have a good system just to share with people getting started. And I'll share my system. Daniel and I are actually creating our own system for our 72-hour bag and then our combined everyday carries. And so it's all about planning, getting common household items, or taking your hard-earned money, as Stephen has, to invest, invest in things like medical supplies or a knife, extra clips,
Different way of looking at life insurance.
That's right. You can't rely upon the government, y'all. Look what happened in Hurricane Katrina. People's safety, security, and quality of life were risked by hoarded, being thrust into the situation with lots of other people who were not necessarily of the same sort of mindset of peaceful, love in your heart kind of people like we are.
To go with the current political situation with the British petroleum disaster, the FAA has now shut down all airspace over the Gulf of Mexico.
I did not hear that.
They don't want people taking pictures. Now, what that tells me is the problem's probably bigger than they're reporting on it, and if you live on the southeast coast, you might want to get started on one of these faster than your neighbors, just because if they did end up having to evacuate people, like let's say the elderly, people with respiratory ailments, a common group of people that need to stick around when the air quality is dropping, the highways are going to clog up fast, and if that announcement gets made, and you would want to be ready with an alternative plan if you're somebody like us, the prepared mindset.
That's right. This oil situation has definitely got me thinking. Okay, well then later on this week we're going to have our second segment. I'm going to bring my bug out bag system. Stephen's going to bring his more extensive system, and we'll lock it in live to San Marcos News Live. Thank you, Mr. Sheftal. Thank you, Mr. Scales, Scout, and Kayla. Whoop, there's Kayla. Over and out.